How come you stay so slim?
すごいランニングしたりとかエクササイズしたりとかすごい
He understood me!
You weren't speaking American.
He can say that in English. He runs, he exercises way more than the average person.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
you look very well.
You should see the videos of this guy on YouTube with the heavy deadlift.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, yeah, for a small man, crazy deadlift.
Sorry.
Crazy deadlift. Oh, yeah. Squat. I see him dipping with like 90-pound dumbbells around his neck like an animal. You know why?
Does he pick up his strength after a big hot dog binge?
Champion.
Champion.
1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. The second annual Gringo Bandito Taco Challenge in Huntington Beach this weekend. Kobayashi, world's greatest competitive eater, and Dexter Holland from The Offspring in the house tonight. Jay, thank you for calling Loveline.
Hey, how are you guys?
Jay?
We're great. What's up?
Good.
Well, so it's been about 4 years since I've had any type of intercourse, and I'm dating a new girl, and I know that we're getting closer to that point, and I don't know how to bring it up. Part of me is a little embarrassed about it. The other part of me doesn't know actually how I'll perform, so I don't know.
Wait. You want to tell her that it's been 4 years?
Well, I don't know. Should I tell her?
All right, that's a
just-
Simone question.
Let's go back because I want to hear the explanation of what happened 4 years ago so that you stopped having sex.
Okay, so the quick version is my dad and my brother had kids when they were 18, and so I decided I wanted to break that mold. I didn't want to have kids, so I kind of stayed away from girls and got through school and everything. And then when I started dating, I don't know if it was subconsciously, but I started, my girlfriend for the last 4 years was a very, very Christian-type religious person that didn't want to have sex before marriage.
Uh-huh.
So that's what's been happening the last 4 years. We didn't have sex. We had a semi-sexual relationship, but no intercourse.
And isn't it interesting that this guy already has sort of low drive, low libido, can select somebody who ain't interested in that for many, many years, and now he's sort of anxious about all this, and now he's anxious about trying to initiate something with somebody else.
Yes, and one of the biggest ways, this sounds very simple, and I don't mean it simplistically, but one of the biggest drivers for men to not have sex is underlying feelings of shame. And Jay, you explained to me just then, and on the radio, that you didn't have sex for 4 years. So let me just ask, how difficult was that explaining it?
It wasn't actually difficult at all.
It didn't sound it. So
No.
hold on to that. And if...
Sorry, I was just going to say, and I have a very high libido because I usually masturbate 2 to 3 times a day, and it's constantly going through my mind. So it's just been me putting that block.
How did you?
I'm not going to do this.
How did you deal with the 4 years with the Christian woman?
It was, it went back and forth. I think I turned her on to realizing how great sex could be, but then being so religious and Christian, she constantly punished herself, which in turn punished me, and it's this terrible cycle, which was freeing when I got away from it. That was the first time I felt open to sex, and first person I really did it with. So.
Okay, so that's your past relationship. I would like to say that listening to you, on a surface level, you sound very respectful of women. Very respectful of relationship needs. I would say that you probably put a female's needs above your own, which
sure.
maybe something you could work on. Don't imagine that the right woman for you will judge you. Don't judge yourself, and just remember how easily you were able to tell us and go and enjoy a wonderful sexual relationship when you and the person you care for are ready.
And let's all remember this moment when Simone said, "Do not put a woman's needs ahead of your own."
Seriously.
Well, no, put your needs, Dr. Drew, being a little bit cheeky, put your needs, your needs are important.
Yes.
Otherwise, it will lead to
we're
resentment,
normally beating men
anger.
up for beating men up for not putting women's needs ahead
But
of them.
Simone is learning about the air mask.
Listen, I'm never stepping over that side to where you are, Mike. Ever.
What?
If I ever
Enjoyable
step over,
side?
no.
Dexter, have at it, quick.
I'm lost here. It's too smart conversation.
Don't want to get in the fight.
Dexter, you sound like a decent man that would respect and adore your partner.
Of course,
absolutely.
Of course.
There we go. That's
Of
what we're
course.
talking about.
Wow, leading the jury.
So is our
leading
other
the
guest.
witness, Simone.
So is our other guest, Mr. Kobayashi. Dexter Holland of The Offspring and Kobayashi in the house tonight, talking about the Gringo Bandito, second annual Gringo Bandito Taco Eating Challenge in Huntington Beach this weekend. Dexter, that you feel overwhelmed by the high intellect and all the stuff that's being thrown around right now.
I know, this is too much.
But you're actually quite a smart guy, and I want to talk to you about that when we get back. Also, more with our guests, Kobayashi and Dexter Holland. Yeah, it's Loveline.
Brought to you by Trojan Brand Condom Pleasure Pack, a variety of stimulating condoms to satisfy both you and your partner. From Trojan, America's #1 most trusted condom brand. Can't wait to get it on.
One call is all it takes.
Exactly.
1-800-LOVE-191. 1-800-LOVE-191. Loveline's coming back. Loveline.
Easy to work. Up antenna, switch on, press talk button, and you broadcast.
Loveline with Dr. Drew, Simone, and Mike, helping people unscrew up their lives 5 nights a week. Tonight, Loveline welcomes Dexter Holland from The Offspring with special guest world hot dog eating champ Kobayashi.
Now you heard that correctly. Dexter Holland is in the house with Kobayashi, world champion competitive eater. You may ask yourself why. Well, because the second annual Gringo Bandito Taco Challenge is this weekend in Huntington Beach, California, and Dexter Holland, the man who fronts The Offspring, owns Gringo Bandito hot sauce. So that's why these two gentlemen have joined up to join us here in the Loveline studios. Go to lovelineshow.com so you can see the live video stream of this show. Dexter, we were talking a little bit before we went to break about intellect and smarts and stuff like that, and you come from the world of punk rock, but you're a guy who's got a brain. You know, you really do have a brain on your shoulders. Do you feel a pressure anytime? Because it's a weird thing. A lot of times I know, because I have this job and I'm a bonehead, I feel this weird pressure to try to keep my mouth shut because there's too many smart people talking and I don't want to embarrass myself.
Right.
Adversely, because you're in the world of punk rock, do you ever feel like, hey, I got to pretend like I'm a bonehead so I don't embarrass myself?
Oh, gosh. No, I'd never felt like that. I think, you got to end up being yourself. That's kind of what being in a punk band was all about, was accepting that you're different and going with it and stuff. But this is an intimidating room. It's a smart room in here. So
Yeah, it sucks.
I don't know.
Kind of sucks.
Tell us, let's get down to basics, which we all are underneath any kind of brains. And by the way, it's very flattering, but I direct all the intelligence in
Please,
this room
stop it.
to this
Nope.
man.
She's pointing at me.
Yeah. Tell me about love, or tell us about love. You're on Loveline, so tell me your relationships. How are those?
I just came here with Kobayashi to talk about hot sauce. I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
Well, no, but for both of you, in a way, and I don't expect anybody to name names or start getting into details, but it's an interesting question. How has fame affected, for both of you, how's fame affected your ability to engage in relationships, be them romantic or even just buddy? Because things change when you become recognizable. When that guy across the street from you in Garden Grove is on the phone with his friend talking about
HB.
Or in HB.
Yeah, I guess. Like I said, for us, it took a long time to happen, so I felt like we were a little bit older and maybe hopefully a little bit more grounded. If anything, it was almost the other way around, where we would come home to hang out with our buddies, and they're like, don't think you're something special. We're going to treat you like the jerk you are. Like, it was almost like the friends had a chip on your shoulder to make sure that you weren't getting cocky and stuff, and you're trying to convince them that you're the same guy.
Did you find that useful or annoying?
Yeah, it wasn't necessary, really, because we were hanging out, being the same people. We didn't, buy Bentleys or move up to Hollywood or whatever. We were just coming back to our hometown.
Yeah, fair enough. And Kobayashi, what do you think? I got your little translation action.
いや特に別に俺は変わってないけどね。あんまり意識はしてないんだけどね。
最初から表に出ないっていうことですよね。
そうですよね。
From the beginning, nothing that I do is really out in the forefront. I've always been kind of, I guess,
private.
Nicely said, yeah, repressed or private.
Yeah.
So nothing, being famous hasn't changed my love life or whatever happens to me privately.
All right, fair enough. I feel like Tokyo, terrible place to try to be private. But good on you, my friend. And very well-dressed man, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Dexter?
He is.
Kobayashi, sharp-dressed fellow.
He is. He was approached by a fashion lady right outside our restaurant tonight. She had to know where he got his clothes and who did it for him, and insisted on getting his number. No joke. This is what happened tonight. So.
Yeah, happens to me all the time. Someone approaches me, needs to know where I got my outfit. Brooke, thank you for calling Loveline.
Hello.
Yes, Brooke.
Hey, Brooke.
Brooke, you're calling from Glendale?
Yes, I am.
What's up?
So me and my boyfriend have been together for a little over a year, and like any relationship, it was good in the beginning, but throughout time, we've been fighting a lot, and I feel like it's just progressively gotten worse, and he calls me names now. I get mad about things easily.
I love that our sport is 2-on-2. It's you and your partner against the world. Your weaknesses are exposed. Your strengths are there for everyone to see, but you can't hide. Life is so hard, and if you don't believe in yourself and your capabilities, then you're never going to go and put your heart into anything. I have a lot to fight for. There's no limits, there's no boundaries. Nothing's too daunting. It's all worthwhile. My mission in life is to be the best me I can be.
Healthy at all. Have all your relationships followed this pattern, or is this the first?
Well, he is my first longest relationship, so I've never gotten this far with anybody to be able to determine if there's these kind of problems or not. So I have a really hard time dealing with it the right way. So I know that I should probably move out and we should probably break up after everything, but it's really hard for me to just leave because I still care about him, I still love him, and I have never been in a relationship with somebody this long, and I feel like I'm just holding on to the good that we had in the beginning.
So you're
making it really hard.
And Brooke, you're talking a lot of sense, and you're talking very honestly and openly, and you're saying this is very hard and this is very difficult, and that you are seeing one aspect of the relationship, which is the good side. And actually, the good side isn't enough for you to be in the relationship, and no matter how you hold on and try to fix, it's not going to change.
Right, you're getting the classic cycle of domestic violence. Oh, I love you so much, that's why I have to beat you up. No, BS. That's nonsense.
Brooke, if you want some counselling, or want to go to speak to other women who are experiencing what you're experiencing for support, if you go to lovelineshow.com, the domestic violence helpline is up there.
That's very good.
And yeah, it sounds a really, really good organisation, and it could help you considerably.
Do you guys have a comment on that, Dexter?
So
She won't let you.
I usually wait at least 2 or 3 years before I start abusing my girlfriend. So 1 year is
but
just
then
a little soon.
they leave, and you start over.
Right, exactly.
It's so easy to find girls nowadays. Brooke, listen, and you also pointed out, like, well, I've been in this so long.
Throw more bad.
That's like saying my boss treats me like crap, but I've been at this job for a long time.
That can make it harder to leave. The longer you're in something, the more familiar you become, and the more difficult it can be to leave. And that's why I think Brooke should really call the domestic violence helpline.
Yeah.
Because research shows in both this country and sort of around Europe as well that it will take 8 or 9 times for somebody to leave if they are in this kind of, domestic violence cycle of abuse.
If they don't leave on their own, and the job of the people that she consults, their first order of business is separating her from this guy.
All right, Brooke.
all right, thank you.
All right.
Good luck,
All
honey.
right, good luck.
Our hearts go out to you. 1-800-LOVE-191.
$5,000 prize for the most tacos.
10 minutes you have to eat as many tacos as you can.
With the hot sauce on
You
it.
need to go to gringobandito.com to find out more information about the second annual Gringo Bandito.
Is there a certain
Taco
amount of hot
Challenge.
sauce per taco?
A hot sauce is optional. We decided that was too much.
But if you do have Gringo Bandito hot sauce, Dr. Drew, it's like a party in your mouth.
But
I
easy on the
personally
pooper,
guarantee it.
I do. I personally guarantee
That from the CEO, Dexter Holland from The Offspring, the man sitting right across from me.
Well, thank you. Now, Kobayashi, this is the second year, so he won it last year. And do you know how many tacos he ate last year?
In 10 minutes, how many did he eat?
81.
81! It's crazy!
Oh, my goodness.
I was going to say like 40. And I thought that would be out of my... insane.
How is that possible?
We're going to talk more about it. 2 beautiful men, 2 champions, Dexter Holland from The Offspring and Kobayashi in the studio tonight on Loveline.
Going down is looking up. Purchase Mask Sexual Flavors online at sexualflavors.com and start loving your love life.
This is Loveline.
It's a groovy way of relaxing.
Sit tight. Loveline's coming back. Loveline.
Chris, hello.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Who am I speaking with?
Listen, a phone screener named Tom.
Krista, what are you doing?
Oh, man, I was just walking the streets, and I was just loving the day. I just came back from a park, playing couple of sports, man. I'm just having questions in my mind. I was like, you know what? I'm outside loving the air. Let me express myself a bit, you know?
Okay. Do you have a question?
Wow.
Yes,
No,
I do.
he needs to express himself. Get off his case, Psycho Mike. All right, go ahead, man. What's your question?
All right, I have a question for Dr. Drew. If I could talk to him.
Yeah. What's up?
My question is, man, is it better to cut your toenails before or after showering?